Greetings, goddesses and gods. I'm in a new, well, not a new, I'm really not in any place. I'm in a new area for right now. Like I said, my house is destroyed. Oh my god. It's really hectic. If you remodel your home, oh fuck, what the fuck is this? That's the beauty of having facial hair, is you just eat always hair in your mouth. But hey, what can I say? I just didn't care. And that's part of mental illness, is you just don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck how you look, how you think, how you act. You just don't give a fuck. And I go around my whole life before, when I got into the institutions, I just didn't give a fuck. You're not gonna sit there and contain me in the way in to be what you want me to be. It just never flew with me. But I played the game, and that's what the shaman does. Is they play the game, and sometimes when they play the game gets out of hand, and we cause problems. This is what we do. This is what shamans do. We cause problems. Not really problems, but we're mischievous. See, because we like to, experience all these different things. And we need the experience, because we don't have the experience. We don't get the knowledge. We don't get the education. I mean, not even to bring education up, but you don't get the knowledge. You don't get the awareness and the experience. That's what I'm saying. It's all about experience. And this beautiful dream catcher, if you will, was gifted to me for my sobriety, and a year sobriety. That was gifted to me, which cannabis is not. It's not a drug, but what is really a drug? I mean, there's drugs all outside the house, right? Go look outside. There's all kind of drugs. I mean, it's not a drug. Anyway, this is what we do. We create our own reality. We create our own reality. So what I'm going to do is give you a simple definition of what is a shaman. What is it? Or that's pretty much what is it. It's because that's what it's an it. It's not a person. It's not a thing. I mean, it's not a person. It's it. This symbol is shaman. This here is shaman. Well, let's get down just to a basic definition, because I come across people when they in questions, what are you? Are you Christian? Are you this? Are you, and I didn't want to play. I really don't want to play, but I start bringing in words like shamanic, practitioner, Wiccan, and earth magic, and and nobody is like clueless. So basically, this is a shaman. Now, what we need to do is look beyond the English interpretation, look beyond our imagery, look beyond our education, see past this, look through it, see past it, get through the murkiness, get beyond the English interpretation of what shaman is, because this is what the English language did. They destroy words. They destroy words, and they infuse their own imagery into the words, and this is what is projected out to the mass, because now these images are in our minds, and it's controlling our perception, because the words like shaman and psychotic and devil and witch, these words like this. not even words, they're symbols. And once we get past anything being a word, it's just a symbol. And this is where I have trouble explaining things, because you always have to have this and that. There's no, this is this. Because without this is this, there's always these things and this over here, like put me here. So I can't just say it's this. Let's sit down for a couple hours and I'll tell you. Right? That's just the way it is. Let's get to it. The shaman. Okay? I don't care how you pronounce it. Look, get beyond the English interpretation of what this means. Look beyond. Go within to your animalistic intuition. And it'll tell you. But you say, but the shamans are only aboriginal and they're only in the Amazonian forest and blah 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 blah. Look, that's what the English tell you. That's not what I learned. That's what the English tell you. Don't go. You can't be someone unless you're that. This is. I can't look like that. I don't live in the jungle. Okay. But still, what is a shaman? The shaman knows that. Basically, the shaman knows that he or she is attached to a dying animal. Think about that. He or she is attached to a dying animal. The beast. Okay? The beast. The body is the beast. The flesh is the beast. The brain is the beast. The ego is part of the beast. What is it? So he's attached to this dying beast, realizing that there's an energy, a consciousness, the psyche, okay? It's the psyche sense, the soul is different. That this soul, the psyche, is attached to a dying animal. And how we create alchemy is we take the psyche. We're already in the animal. Now we turn into an animal. We howl, we chant, we swirls, we whistle, whatever it is, we turn into an animal to go beyond, to dissolve boundaries, to dissolve the English interpretation, and we create our own reality. That's the way the holy people do it. What is holy? And who is holy? How is anyone even holy if you're out there touching little kids' penises? How are you holy? What does that have to do with holiness? That don't sound holiness to me. You sound like your fucking mind is holy. Yeah, it's all full of holes from whatever. But anyway, the shaman, this is what a shaman is. He realizes, come to the realization that you are a dying animal, but yet you're alive because you exist everywhere. Quantum realm, right? Quantum, everywhere. You are everywhere. You are in the star. You are in the dream catcher. You are in the paint. You are in this hat, and so on, and so on. So it's a basic definition. Now, if you go into a definition and look online, it says someone who can go in and out intentionally, in and out, and go to good and evil spirits and pretty much have a fucking party. But I say, well, no, it's not good and evil because it's one. Because the shaman knows that everything is connected, that everything is within, and we're all connected. So there's no good or evil. It's just flat. If you want, because evil doesn't scare the shaman, because the shaman is evil themselves. That's basically what it is. There is no scaring no more. We don't get scared. It's just us. Because if you really think about it, who are you scared of to begin with? Yourself. I'm scared of myself. When you go in the when I was a kid, when you go into the basement at night, you hear things, right? Somebody was always following me. I didn't like the basement. It was just me. It was me playing tricks on me. Hello. That's all it is. There's nothing there. It's you, yourself, creating all this craziness. Telekinesis. This is something the mainstream won't tell you. Well, that's just your imagination. You don't have telekinesis. Well, yeah, we don't, because what we do, but we don't tap into it because we have all this craziness. We are materialistic, consumerist people. Once you can get out of that, now, I mean, you think about all the energy that you put into buying shit and garbage you don't need, and and and, and feeding, political bullshit, religious bullshit. You know, if you spend all your time doing that, that's what they want. They don't. If you took all that energy you poured into all of that, and you say, okay, I'm gonna see if I can move something, which I can. Ready? Just pay attention. Wow. How did I do that? How did I make this dying flesh, living this animal? How did I make it move with my mind? How did I do that? Until the day science can explain that shit, that voids everything that science says. This is a form of telepathy and telekinesis. Moving. We do it all the time. We don't even think about it. We are telekinesis. We are telepathy. Think about it. Who's doing this, really? Who's really moving? The dying animal or the soul? Or the psyche? We'll call it the psyche. I don't want to get confused. The psyche. Who? What is the psyche? We've already gone over this. So, this is the realization. This is how you realize, like, well, fuck. Now we move like that. Imagine moving like that. Now you start walking. You don't even have to think about it. You just do it. But that's the only constraints that we have. That's the limit. Because of what society, what the mainstream says. What you can and cannot do. And if you say you do it, you claim you do it, then you're crazy. That's just foolish. That's just like people, I mean, if you believe in Bigfoot, right? And you see Bigfoot. I've seen them all the time. You're the only one that sees them. That's your own reality. Your world, your earth split into bubbles. But anyway, we're not going to get into that right now. I just want to go over that part. So the shaman is basically, in a nutshell, this is just a simple definition, the realization that the psyche is attached to a dying animal. That's it. And the realization also that you can intentionally go in and out of dimensions, multi-realities, in and out at will, and not get stuck. Because the sick person gets stuck. You start walking into a dimension. Not walking. Why do I say you're not walking anywhere? It's all here anyway. But when you start slipping into another dimension, uh-oh, right? What's this? Oh, someone's bashing me. Someone's putting me down. Someone's telling me to do stuff I don't want to do. Now you're stuck. That's what they want. So it's a lot of different things. But that is in a nutshell. And if you think about the psyche in this dying flesh, the beast, That's just two different dimensions right there. This two different dimensions. There's several others, but two different. So again, that's basically in a nutshell. That's what it is. And there's a lot more to that, because it's a whole life practice. It is a practice. Thank you. I'm going to do a lot more of these, of breaking down and putting meaning, because we are creating a system. That's what is going on here. So the system's being created, laying it down for the upcoming spirits, the upcoming awakening, if you will. That's what it is. And the fate, with the mainstream's always awakening, this and that. You're not gonna miss anything. Trust me, you're not missing any awakening crap, because that's just all bullshit. You awaken when you want to awaken. Everyone else ain't gonna awaken the same time you are. Trust me. Once you awaken, I mean, like, fuck. You know the dying body. You know the psyche. You know that the game. The game. That's all it is. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Stick around. We'll do some light language next. I love you guys. I'll see you real soon. Follow the unicorn. Someone said I am the unicorn. I love it. Because I am. I'm part of it. I am that. I've created that. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Stick around. Let's do this. Be unique and go